Spinning wheel time. Number 6. On a small, obscure world somewhere in the middle of nowhere in particular. Nowhere, that is, that could ever be found, since it is protected by a vast field of improbability to which only 6 men in this galaxy have a key. It was raining. It was bucketing down and had been for hours. It beat at the top of the sea into the mist. It pounded the trees. It churned and slapped a stretch of scrubby land near the sea into a mud bath. The rain pelted and danced on the corrugated iron roof of the small shack that stood in the middle of this patch of scrubby land. It obliterated the small rough pathway that led from the shack down to the seashore and smashed apart the neat piles of interesting shells which had been placed there. The noise of the rain on the roof of the shack was deafening within, but went largely unnoticed by its occupant. He was a tall, shambling man. He was damp from the leaking roof. His clothes were shabby. His back was hunched, and his eyes, though open, seemed closed. In his shack was an old, beaten-up armchair, an old scratched table, an old mattress, some cushions, and a stove that was small but warm. There was also an old and slightly weather-beaten cat. And this was currently the focus of the man's attention. He bent his shambling form over it. "Pussy, pussy, pussy," he said. "Coochie, coochie, coo, coochie, coochie, coo." Pussy want his fish? Nice piece of fish? Pussy want it? The cat seemed undecided on the matter. It pawed rather condescendingly at the piece of fish the man was holding out, and then got distracted by a piece of dust on the floor. Pussy not eat his fish. Pussy it thin and waste away, I think, said the man. Doubt crept into his voice. "I imagine this is what will happen," he said. "But how can I tell?" He proffered the fish again. "Pussy think," he said. "Eat fish or not eat fish, I think it is better if I don't get involved." He sighed. "I think fish is nice, but then I think that rain is wet, so who am I to judge?" He left the fish on the floor for the cat and retired to his seat. "Ah, I seem to see you eating," he said at last, as the cat exhausted the entertainment possibilities of the speck of dust and pounced on the fish. "I like it when I see you eat fish," said the man, "because in my mind you will waste away if you don't." He tried sitting on one of his hands and was intrigued by the feel of the bones of his hip. "Fish come from far away," he said, "or so I'm told. Or so I imagine I'm told. When the men come, or when in my mind the men come, in their 6 black skinny ships, do they come in your mind too? What do you see?" And when I hear their questions, do you hear questions? What do their voices mean to you? Perhaps you think they're singing songs to you. Perhaps they are singing songs to you. And I just think they're asking me questions.